Good morning, students, to class social science. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the first lesson which we have already discussed in the video lecture part 1. To the previous topic are past worksheet 1 following to this present lecture video lecture 2. Hope students you all are fine, healthy and safe at home. Students, we're going to discuss about what, where, how and when of the part left. Already I have discussed with you in the previous lecture about history, historians, prehistory and the starting of sources of history. Our past I have already discussed with you. Now in the sources of history, we're going to study about archaeological sources. The study of material remains of the past human existence is called archaeology. Now the person who study these remains of the past is called archaeologist. There is a difference between historians and archaeologists, students. Historians study the past and the archaeologists study the sources of the past human existence. Now these sources are divided into two parts. One is the archaeological sources, other is the literary sources. Here you can see a picture about the archaeology study, about the tombs, the pillars. Here you can see about the temples, the broken tombs, monuments in a barren land, and how the archaeologists are studying these sources. They are researching. They are searching out informations. They are digging areas in the past period about the coins, weapons, sculptures to give us maximum information. Now the first information we get from the archaeologist is the coins. Coins at that period were made up of variety materials such as silver, copper, bronze, gold, and these coins gives us lot of information belonging to the kings and the rulers of that period, their social and economic condition of that period. What do you understand by inscriptions? Inscriptions are writings written relatively on hard surfaces. We can talk about hard surfaces, students, like pillars, tombs, stones, monuments, which you have already seen just now in a picture. And the written material engraved on these particular hard surfaces gives us a lot of information of that period. And the study of inscriptions is called epigraphy. Here is a focus picture of a pillar where the informations are written, or you can say engraved on the pillars. Now what do we understand by literary sources? Literary sources are the literature sources of the ancient period, which tell a lot about the political practices, religious beliefs and social norms. These literary sources, students, were written on manuscripts. Old manuscripts we can talk about palm leaf or on birch bark, which we also call Bhoj Patra. In the ancient period, these manuscript gives us lot of information and they were written in literature form. That is, you can say the Vedas and all, which are the religious literature. What do we understand by religious literature? Writings on religious themes, like the Vedas of Hindus. Here is a picture of the Vedas of Hindus, which gives us the literature, the religious literature source, and the Tripitaka of the Buddhism. Now what is secular literature? Secular literature which does not propagate religion and its practice is called secular literature. Such as you can say poetry, drama, accounts of foreigner travelers, science, politics. These are all secular literature. Kautilya's Arthashastra is one of the example and the theory of administration of secular literature. Students, in this chapter of our past, where, when, how and what gives us lot of information which I have discussed, and I hope you all will work out the worksheet 1 in your copy. Thank you, student. Be safe at home and take care.